Hello everyone, I am Rohan Rabi, and today I'll be presenting bird speech recognition for bird species analysis. Overview. Why monitor birds? Because birds serve as an indicator of the overall health of ecosystems, basically a biodiversity indicator, and then bird behavior and migration patterns can signal environmental changes such as climate change, pollution, or habitat degradation, providing early warnings for potential issues. Then last, and then bird data population guide conservation efforts, enabling targeted strategies to protect endangered species and their habitat. It has basically helped conservation plannings for the conservationist. Then bird plays a role in agriculture by controlling pests, which leads to an economic impact, uh, which can lead to any countries or cities. It can affect any countries or cities farming economic. And then problems in monitoring, which is like limited visibility, advanced technologies, and expensive equipments like the cameras on your right hand side on this picture is like around 4,000, just one of them. And think about installing hundreds of them or thousands of them just to install birds on different certain areas for your state of art. I have went through numerous Google articles discussing bird speech recognition, and none of them has achieved a success rate exceeding over 80% in identifying bird species. As you can see on your right hand side of the slide, that's like the success ratio is massive 78%. Furthermore, none of the research articles also presented a definitive method for quantifying the population of bird species. And as for the solving our problem statement, we proposed a method that utilizes Kaldi Toolkit, Voxella recipe, basically a speaker recognition recipe. For that, first we obtain data from Zenacanta, over 450 hours of audio data, and then for preparing data, what happens is that involves 4 stages in Voxella recipe that includes downloading data from local machine, extract, frequency, substrate coefficients, and voice activity detection computation for training and testing data sets, then data augmentation with reverberation, noise, music, and babble, and combining it with clean data. And then the extracted audio features from audio data. What happens in this stage is like the preparation of features for generating examples for X vector training, filtering out those features that are too short, and ensures a minimum number of utterances for speakers. And then the next stage is select and train model to predict the species of bird. And in this state is like stage that is the stage called 6 to 8 in Voxel recipe. That's where like running the X vector training through neural network script with appropriate where we run the code runs the X vector training neural network script with appropriate configurations. And lastly, it provides us our desired result for species predictions, and that involves the stages through 9 to 11 in Voxella recipe. That's where like we extract X vectors for training and evaluation, computing mean vectors, performing linear discriminant analysis, training probabilistic linear discriminant analysis model, and finally computing evaluation metrics such as equal error rate and minimum detection cost function. And due to limited time and time availability, rest of the methods, like again we run the same repetitive steps like select and train model to carry on to the subspecies prediction, and then we go again repeat it again for our select and train model for distinguished individual bird, and hopefully we get our final result that should be able to get distinguished bird in certain areas. Uh, Now I'm going to talk about expected results due that I'm still running my run.sh voxel recipe and waiting on the results to come out. So I'm expecting the species origin prediction over 90% by end of tonight. And as for the future work, like I said, due to limited time availability, I'll leave that aside for future work. We're going to use the same purpose method to distinguish subspecies by repeating the same exact way. Let's say the same exact way how I did the bird species recognition. And then from two subspecies, I will distinguish individual bird species, and I'm expecting an accuracy prediction rate over 90%. Thank you. That's all from me today. Have a good evening, everyone.